Also, before we start the meeting, we're going to have a change here. We're going to have Dave start recording the meetings, and then he will take those, put them in an envelope, date them, say what, it's an audio recording, and then we'll make sure that we get that to Brian so that those are not taking as long. So it's just taking something off your plate. And that's already been discussed with village manager.
Okay, well, I was in a meeting this morning with the village manager, and we talked about a variety of things, and nothing came up about me not recording these meetings. So I'm gonna record tonight too, and then I'll check back with them tomorrow and see if they wanna do something different.
Okay. Perfect.
I can assure you though, before we even start, if there is a delay in the recordings getting posted, that's not me.
Totally get it.
Just so you know, I just wanna go on, I just wanna say that.
You have so many other things going on right now.
We do, actually,
Right.
and it's fun, mostly.
Oh, she was downstairs. I saw her downstairs. She will be here.
Did you give these to you?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what, I have one. These are agenda. There you go.
So it is 5:34. And would someone like to motion to start the meeting?
I'll motion to start the meeting.
Okay, second?
I'll second that.
All right. All right, before we get started, we're going to go ahead and have Carla Graff, who is the co-chair pro tem, lead this meeting. And then just so that it's clear for everybody else, next month we will be taking a more formal vote, I guess, about having Carla be a co-chair. I was unaware that there was a special procedure for that. So, but for the time being, Carla will go ahead and run this meeting. It's good practice for you.
So overall call first, Carla Graff.
Eliza Dieter.
Dave Stickles.
Azana Jackson.
Kathy Halloran.
Trustee Alfano, board liaison.
Mary Brunnerheim.
Sorry,
Leslie Allison CI.
Gina Racanelli, staff liaison.
Okay. And then we do have some visitors with us today.
Bob Wagner, the Environmental Concerns Commission.
Okay.
Kimberly Jackson, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Do we have any public comments on agenda items? Yes, Bob.
This is not an agenda, but I would ask if it's okay if the chair pro tem, if it'd be okay if I would make a comment on a non-agenda item. And I'll try and keep it within 3 minutes.
Okay.
You can time me if you want. So, yeah, I came here this evening because since beginning, we partnered with the Community Focus on Unifying Neighbors Commission on Spring Sweep. And we've had 2 planning meetings, and I realized the last one, you probably didn't get a sufficient notice, but the one in January, Cheryl had sent out a reserve the meeting room, and I just wanted to make sure that your commission still wanted to partner on Spring Sweep. Since it's a big event, we've partnered on it since its inception. It's going to be, this year it's going to be May 18th. And I just want to make sure, and just to let you know, just for the record, the next planning meeting will be on Wednesday, March 20th, and we typically meet from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I know that's not a convenient time for folks, but we could, admit people remotely to plan the meeting and help with the planning of the. So just to give you an update on Spring Sweep, the only group that cannot participate this year is E-Paint. And I talked with Chris back in January, and they already committed to go to 2 different communities on Saturday, May 18th. But a couple things we found out. Ace Hardware collects paint for Earth Paint, sells Earth Paint, pretty much at the same price. They'll recycle your paint for the same price. Earth Paint still has this grant where they'll accept aerosol cans for free and other items for free. So that's an alternative. The other alternative is to use E-Paint Recycling, which is in Michigan, and we used them for the very first year for Spring Sweep, and their prices are actually lower. So to recycle paint. So I'll be sending out an email to the members of the planning committee to kind of, get a consensus as to what they want to do, what the planning committee wants to do. And then the other group that is interested in participating is locally in Addison, Capital Metal. They are a metal recycler, so we haven't reached a final decision on that yet. But we'd love to, we still want to partner with, your commission, and I just want to make sure that everybody's on board with that.
So I haven't been involved with that previously, so just so I'm understanding, is the planning committee members of different commissions put together? Is that what
Right,
that
yeah,
is?
so typically, Rich Salerno, he's instrumental in helping us plan it, because and then Suzanne McVeigh has missed a couple of meetings, but she's coming in March. And then myself and Alan Leishman from our commission, is on hand. So we've ordered 2, we got a quote for 2 banners. We got approval from the commission to go ahead and purchase 2 banners. And those are banners that we can reuse from year to year, not have to make a new banner every year, which is kind of,
Recycle. Yep.
yeah, kind of not.
Right, recycle it.
So, yeah, and if it's appropriate, I can answer questions if you wish.
I just, oh, sorry.
No, you first.
You said that they're cheaper. Does the Environmental Concerns Commission pay them to come?
No, we don't pay any of these groups to come.
Oh,
So, Earth Paint, E-Paint, they collect the paint, and then they charge you to recycle it.
okay, so when the people come to Spring Street,
Exactly.
you have to pay?
They pay them, yeah, they pay them, they pay E-Paint or Earth Paint or whoever's collecting paint. For the last several years, it's been E-Paint. They're located up in Wooddale. They're, they hire folks who have some challenges. So we thought that was a good thing, but because they can't attend this year, we're thinking, oh, well, here's this alternative, which is cheaper. They'll send 2 people, but they need volunteer help. So that's probably the most labor intensive of the groups that collects for Spring Sweep. And it's not necessarily the cleanest work. So you to wear gloves, you probably don't want to wear great clothes,
I just had a quick question, because I did attend one of the planning meetings last year, and I know it is tough. It's during the middle of the workday. I know I stepped in on one of them, but I wasn't clear, because I wasn't actually able to make the event last year. I'm not sure why. But do we know what role our commission is to play in this? Because I don't know. When I attended the planning session, I know I didn't walk away with really a clear understanding of what was needed, or what we could do.
Well, we would like to have you be the volunteer recruiters. And we already have, there's already folks that kind of do this on a year-to-year basis. There is a motorcycle Lions Club, I can't remember the name of them. Justin Schlensky is a member. They come every year, and they usually send 3 to 4 people. We at the Impact Villa Park, we sometimes get Key Club members. We reach out to Boy Scouts, they may want to help out. And then, you know, the commission members, you know, as well. So,
Okay. Okay, thanks.
and I know I
Good
probably
question,
gone
because I
over.
wasn't there either.
Yeah, was anybody here from that?
I was there a little bit.
Last year?
Last year, we went to a couple meetings, but it
I meant the
seemed
event.
like it was more informative for us
Okay.
as to what, and then
Right.
when we
Yeah,
went.
we don't want to make
Right,
summarily, we don't want to make decisions, you know, we
right,
want to be able to say that the group reached a decision, they reached a
right.
consensus.
So then when we went to the event, we were pretty much volunteers. We, you know,
Right.
gave away stuff, you know, and directed
Well,
people where to go.
We're all volunteers,
So,
so.
yeah, so,
But I
Right.
felt, I think we felt like that was our only role, and as just showing up as volunteers, we don't necessarily feel like we're partnering per se anymore. I feel like this event has been handled or is being handled by environmental control.
Concerns.
Right, concerns, commission. And it is hard for our commissioners to get out there on a Saturday. I forget who was there last year.
Kathy was there, I was there, you were there.
Yeah,
It's awful.
So, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to find out as to,
May.
you know, what your intention was, you know, and Spring Sweep we've done it enough years in a row. The traffic pattern, we've made some changes. I did a report with it, and I sent it to you, with it had, you know, what we collected last year, I sent it to the manager as well. What we collected, and then recommendations that volunteers and members of our commission had come up with to improve the event. So,
I remember writing a few down.
say again?
I remember writing a few,
Yes, we
Ideas down.
included we
and I
included
don't
your-
remember what they were, but at the time,
Yeah, we
they
included your
were important.
recommendations.
Oh,
We did,
cool.
we did.
so, I mean, everybody else is welcome to give their opinion on this, but I feel like if there are people here that want to volunteer for the event,
Okay.
I think that's one thing, but I don't know, attending meetings is really necessary for us. I think we'd rather take a back seat to this event
Okay.
now.
Okay,
We have a lot of other things that we're planning this year,
gotcha, understood.
so,
Okay,
and how does everybody else feel about that?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we have a lot on our plate.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly will volunteer, but it seems like you've had it under control. Last year it was under control and.
right, we had like 12
Right,
plus volunteers, so we did pretty well.
Right,
So we wanna hold down the cost, we don't wanna depend on staff. You know, we wanna be able to say these are volunteers, so, because it does impact the village's budget, so.
yeah.
There's
So
cost.
definitely, I can support you that way.
Yeah.
I just don't, having been at the meetings last year, I just don't know what input we could have. you know,
That's what I was
we
getting
get.
at, which is
Right.
happy to help volunteer.
Right,
The
right.
planning seemed like it was all pretty well, it was being done by the experts, right? The people,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
And so when do you need to know by like who's available or how many volunteers?
You know,
As
the
soon as we
sooner the
know.
better,
As
I
soon as
mean,
we
you can
know.
tell us by March, you know, just so that we can, you know, keep a count of who we think who's gonna help, help out.
For sure.
Sounds good.
And I think, Leslie, you had a conversation, and you said, you know, you're happy that we would take the lead.
Correct,
Yeah, so, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, I
right.
think that's great.
And if I could, just one more minute, so, our commission, something we do every year, it's called the Green Champion Award. We give out an award to individuals, businesses, organization who have done something special in the environmental area. And if you go to our webpage, there's a whole list of criteria. So if you know anyone that you think is deserving of a Green Champion Award, I'd encourage you to nominate them. It's, you can do it online, or you can print the form out and submit it to But, yeah, you can do it online. We already have one nominee, who is, now it's the outstanding choice, but there's no limit on the number of people that we can recognize.
And how long is the nomination period?
So it was in the current edition of Village Matters that went out, I don't know, end of December. There's a press release going out. So the deadline for submission is March 21st.
Okay, very good.
So. And thank you, I appreciate the time and letting me jump the agenda.
No, that's fine. Thanks for coming.
Yes. So now, public comments on agenda items.
Right.
Sarah, do you?
I'm here for you to tell me.
That's right, okay, so maybe we wait.
We can, if she's okay to wait, if she has a few minutes.
Unless you, would you like to talk about it now, so this way you don't have to?
Whatever you guys want to do, I'm not in a rush to leave, so I have some time, thank you.
Okay,
So is that we'll wait?
Okay.
I'm here to do your
All of
bidding.
it.
yes, sounds terrific.
Sorry for being late, I stepped
No,
out.
no worries.
So now would be amendments to, amendments to agenda items.
No.
And I feel like we were talking about changing how this is worded, or am I wrong? Consent to agenda?
Right, it's supposed to be, approving the minutes.
Well, isn't that the consent agenda?
And Gina mentioned that Cheryl did not get a copy of last month's.
These? Oh,
No, because we have to vote on it.
Okay.
So it would be the ones that we voted on last month.
so this is January, so we didn't have it December.
So it would be,
We didn't
it was
have it
November,
December.
November's
Oh.
minutes.
Okay.
November's minutes did not get to Cheryl. Okay,
Well, November's minutes,
yeah.
yeah, they would have been approved at your January meeting, because you didn't have a meeting in December. Okay, and I wasn't at January's meeting, so.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Do they simply get just emailed to Cheryl, or is there some?
Yes.
Okay. Special.
After they're approved.
Okay.
I typically do that.
Okay. Slip through the old cracks.
Yes. All right.
And now for, we need to make a motion to approve the minutes. Yes? Right? Let's pull that cap down. Okay. We need to move on. Any problems with that? Calendar to Donna and Cheryl.
My name's spelled wrong on the last page, at the very bottom.
Oh, we can change that.
Gonna have to redo the meeting though.
Sorry. I see it.
So on number 11, right?
I got it right once.
You did.
All right.
Okay.
Can we approve You can make a motion.
Well, I make a motion to approve the minutes with the changing the spelling of Azana's name.
And I'll second.
Okay, Okay, number 5, new business, any updates to upcoming events, and Lucky Leprechaun would be the first one.
Okay, so we've got Focus Nutrition, Dubat, Windy City Curling did get back to me.
Yeah.
So, did you talk to them maybe?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
maybe they just, I was like, oh, Leslie probably shook them down, but you didn't. Just saw my email late. And then Creative Cards and Crafts. So I have the boxes now, I will make them and bring them to them tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
So who,
Focus Nutrition,
Where is Focus Nutrition?
on Ardmore, south of Roosevelt. It's actually really good. Kind of a fun, I tried to spread it out.
Yeah.
And then you know where Dubat is? Dubat's by the it's a training softball baseball
Oh,
training.
it's in my hood.
DBAT, thank you.
Mhm.
I was thinking DuPage Bat. DBAT. And they have a store too. But it's by the
You talking about North Park Mall?
yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
They have a store too,
Yeah, they do.
but not there,
Yeah, it's upstairs.
in the mall area. Right.
No,
Well, you
I'm
gotta
talking
go
about
through the
the
back, and
yeah.
then you go up the stairs, and it's like
Okay.
you can get bat tape and gloves and
all sorts of baseball and softball gear.
There used to be a JC Penney.
It's just different. I thought it was far away. It's behind the place you told me, the Discovery.
Okay.
It's over there, but I was like, oh, I don't think most people even know this is here, so it's kind of cool.
That's, yeah, that's great. Really cool.
And I only knew because we did T-ball pictures there. And I was like, there's a store? What?
Ah.
Yeah. Windy City Curling, I think that'll be cool. And then Creative Cards and Crafts, she participated. She donated some things last year. So, and she expressed that she wanted to be a part of it. So we'll have
so
her be a part of it
Windy
this year.
City,
Curling.
Focus Nutrition, Windy City Curling, and
And this
DPATS.
Focus Nutrition is a restaurant?
Yeah, they have like smoothies
got
and
4.
bowls, and it's a gym facility as well.
So that's where the leprechaun's
Okay.
gonna go.
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask them to be at Autumn Jubilee.
I'll ask them when I drop off the lucky.
They had a grand opening eventually because they opened in 2020, so it took a while to have a grand opening. Yeah, that's when I got to taste all their stuff. It was really good.
Yeah,
I was shocked how much I liked it.
delicious stuff.
It was.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
Great job. Okay, now what are the dates for this now? You're gonna drop them off
Tomorrow, and then I'll go March 1st, and then we'll call it on March 18th.
First,
Do you want to do a couple of Facebook posts?
Yeah, I'll do them.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, I'll take some
Photos and-
pictures when I
yeah.
drop the stuff off this tomorrow, and then we'll sprinkle.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
Okay, and next is the Prairie Path cleanup. I forgot my thing, which I feel like is April 27th. Right? I didn't print my thing.
Yeah, it is, that's what it says on the minutes.
Yep. Thank you.
April 27th.
Who, yes, and actually, what did you just say, 9 to 11?
9 to 11.
Thank you. And who's able to be there? Does anybody have anything?
We're changing work schedule. I work at 10:30 on Saturdays, so I'll be there from 9 to 10 at least.
There you go.
Possibly earlier to set up.
Awesome.
Awesome. Very exciting. I don't work at 9 on Saturdays anymore.
Awesome.
What's the date of the cleanup?
The 27th of April.
I'll be there.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. I can help set up for things.
Oh, nice.
I'll
It's
be
cool.
there too.
I will be there.
I think I can be there, but this has always now been a conflict with that's our first communion day.
Okay.
But our first communion is at 1, so I think,
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I think I could be there.
9
9
to
to
11.
April 27th, 9 to 11.
Tentative.
Wait, what?
Let us know, I'll be there.
Tentative.
It's on as tentative.
Okay.
So we've got a big thing. And,
Is that when, yeah,
is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
We've
Well,
got
I don't
some
know if Sarah
input
can share.
about, the cicada. I don't even know what we should call it.
Said 9 to
Day.
11, right?
Yes.
But we have, a little thing
the
that,
cicada pop-up
cicada pop-up.
Project.
We
I
want
like
to
it.
give out the coloring contest papers there. And we have to have ideas of, I don't know if we want to have them someplace else, like if we can find, if we can put some copies like here at Village Hall, maybe ask if the library, we can put some copies.
Villa Park probably would do it too. Cause there's
Yeah.
that little ledge.
Yeah, yeah,
They might even put them in the window.
right, so I
Colored.
talked to.
Colored, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to the Edward Jones guy, okay, I have his name at home, which is right next to, by Ace Hardware. Talked to him, and he said that we could use his window, and I'm thinking we'll have maybe 10, but, you know, if we have 100, we can maybe move, he said he could maybe talk to the laundromat. I'd like to stay away from that, just because I'd like to keep them, we're gonna have them put, like, their information on the back. I'd like to keep it someplace where it's regulated. And so I'm thinking maybe we could ask, at least, maybe we could get Mike's Meat Market involved in that window that they have that's empty where you watch people, shave meat or something. There's nothing going on there. There's no need for that. It's not a show or anything. So maybe if we would have more.
It's a shaved meat show.
Yeah,
It is a
I
show.
don't know. They walk around and make sandwiches. I don't know. I don't think it's a highlight.
Depends on what you're into.
Yeah, I guess. So if we could get them to extend that way, then that's cool there.
Next to your meat.
Watch out for cicadas in your sandwich.
They might be like, no, thank you.
Tasty.
Because then that's closed off, and there aren't people wandering in and out of a store that would be able to steal anything from the back of these things. So that's my thought. So we have, and if we run out of space and Mike's Meat Market doesn't want to, maybe we can annex, see if the Park will do it. Because we can have it more than one place. And they can
So
wander
there's a
around,
prize?
so. Yes, there is a prize. We don't have it yet, but we have a
Idea.
well, we have it. You ordered it, right, Gina?
I did.
Okay.
It's coming in April.
So it's coming in April. It's
What is
it's a big cicada pillow.
It's very scary.
It's a ledge.
The only thing that makes it less scary is that it's not alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
so
Is
you
it
can
a
go-
taxidermy?
No,
Spill
so you can go on Amazon and look it up.
Oh,
They're
God.
really kind of crunchy.
She
I don't know.
is taking a real interest in this project.
I love it.
Got a little sludge on
I'm
the
leaving
cover.
my snow shovels out.
So Mary, when
Get
does
ready
this,
for
does
the
this happen with the Prairie Path cleanup?
Or
or-
I made this thing, but I don't have enough copies for everybody, just because
I have
You
a
were
copy
gonna-
already.
you were gonna give me, or I was gonna use yours for something. But we can pass this around, because I don't have, I made this thing that I wanna pass out, and she's gonna pass out. You can just, fold it.
We're on one today.
You just fold it, and we were gonna put on the back some information, like with our QR code and stuff, just a few things on that. It's kind of a little story about the cicada to go along with
Sid the cicada.
Sid the cicada.
She actually wrote a whole story.
I've got a few, but if I could get these back, because
She's
They're
still
not.
coloring.
no, I'm done coloring, but I have to. Some of them aren't perfect.
Mary, this is very funny.
It's really cute.
I mean, my baby picture,
Yes.
like that's hilarious.
So
Love it.
it has morphed, and so I wanted it to be foldable, and so people could just put it in their pocket and take it home, as opposed to throw it on the Prairie Path and make it be cleanup for somebody else. I did see that Leslie thought, and I don't know
That's hysterical.
if this makes sense to
Very
everybody,
cool.
but we were gonna announce the coloring contest there. Maybe if we could find, if we could get, what's his face, from Old Pioneer, Bill, if he could come and do a little program on the cicada at this clean, people come and go and come and go and come and go, and it's usually done early, So we could have a little thing, he could do a thing. If he wouldn't, I would do it, because this is pretty easy just to go over the things. And then we would announce coloring contest, they could take the coloring contest, and Leslie thought maybe we could finish the coloring, announce the coloring contest maybe at Kites and Kicks. I don't know if that's too
Announce the
far.
winner.
Announce the winner,
Yes.
yeah. That's like a month, seems like an awful long time. 27th.
Well, but
One-
I mean, that's, the cicadas are gonna be there all
They're-
that
I
time.
guess they are gonna be
Oh,
there
that's
most
true.
of that time,
Yeah.
so
Right?
we could really call it Cicada Month or something. You
And then
know,
we can
I
have
was thinking it
Bon
would be
voyage party for
the
them.
cicada, the
Kites and kicks.
2024 cicada convention or something like
Yes.
that. So, do you think that's it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
fine.
6 weeks?
That's fine.
It's not gonna be worn out, you don't think?
No, it'll be
Wow.
fine.
No. Okay.
I didn't
so-
write anything down now because I was reading it.
So then, well, I can get you copies once I have other things.
I really liked it.
So,
So cute.
so that would be that. I found something,
Kathy needs those dates.
Yeah,
What
I'm
dates?
sorry, I was reading.
what's gonna start on the Prairie Path
Yep.
cleanup, which we
27.
decided
Yep.
was the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gonna end, we're going to announce the winner on June 9th, which is Kites and Kicks.
Good, perfect.
So then we all have information on how to make a origami cicada. So just have to figure out how to do it. I made one and I don't know how I did it, but I'll keep trying.
April 27th.
And so we'll have, if we could
Yep,
have like maybe
That's
a
like the
table
kickoff and then
at Kites and
June
Kicks or
9th,
a
winners of
cicada area,
order.
and then we can announce
Kicks
the
cicada.
winner. And I also found a craft thing where you can make like a little flying cicada with straws and just real basic stuff. You cut the cicada out of paper, and then you know that's the hard part. You put this stick up the paper, and you kind of tape it so that it's all connected, and then you put a straw. You cut the straw like this, and you put the straw in the paper. So then you hold the straw, and you move the stick up and down, and the cicada wings fly.
I told you, she was really excited
Yeah,
about it.
it's a cicada puppet.
Puppet.
And you can color them, you know, if you wanted to. Or you can,
Where else are the submissions gonna be? Are you said at the library or?
well,
We'll find, maybe I'll check with Villa Park to see if they'll take a staff. The library.
The library, I mean, we've.
Yeah.
yeah, because.
Yeah. Throughout, it'll be nice to have kind of feel. We'll have them
Right,
at the
so we'll
Prairie
have
Path
to, we'll
cleanup.
put that information on the coloring paper too. And I don't know, like I said, I think if we get like 10, I'll be happy with, 10. But if we get a bunch of them, I think it'll be really cool.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you
Mhm.
want them to number them and have them put their number and their information in a raffle box at the business as opposed to having it out visible to the public on the back of it?
Well, that's why I liked the places that I had in mind, is that would not be.
Because we
Yeah.
can leave one of these at every place that has them, and then we can number all the pages. And I'm number 23, and this is my information if I win.
Yeah, that's why I had said maybe they could at least just put their name, this is Sally Smith, drew this one. I don't know, does that make sense to do that?
I think that's a good idea.
Just so their information's safe.
So
In a
then
box.
maybe when, we're gonna vote on, because I don't think it's gonna be a community vote, I think it's just gonna be a vote from us. So we don't need to collect votes from anybody. So yeah, we can do that,
Okay.
number them all, just put a little number up
Mhm.
there or
When we make
something.
copies, we can just make sure we throw a number on it, and then
Yeah,
they just write their number and their information in the box.
Given that this is kind of a big event with both tribes coming out at the same time this year. I would like to throw a couple of bucks at printing up Mary's story into a little pamphlet, especially if we're gonna put our QR code on the back, which is another thing. Does that website that is attached, the URL that's attached to that to the QR code, does that need to be updated this year with all of our upcoming events now that we have dates? And
I think it just goes to our Facebook.
does it just go to Facebook?
It should.
Which QR code, sorry?
Well,
How
the
many do we
QR,
have?
the QR code we have should just go to our Facebook. That's what should be on everything, because that's where all.
It hasn't in the past, though. In the past, it went like right to a form, I think.
Oh, I made one that goes to our
Oh, sorry.
Facebook.
Okay, is that the one that we put in the community boxes around town?
Yeah, it just had the fun logo and then a QR
It
code.
should go to our
Oh,
Facebook.
okay, sorry, I got mixed up with.
We can make whatever, we have two experts here,
Yeah.
so we can make whatever we want it to be,
Yeah,
you know.
because that's generally where all of our info is. Dates and.
But
how
do
do
they
you
have
know
to scroll through it? I mean, do they have to scroll through to find things? Wouldn't it be nice to just, they hit
Like a
that QR?
website kind of
Right,
thing?
like-
Well,
I mean-
I actually think on your Facebook page, you should be able to have files. There's a tab for files, and then you can put like PDFs on there.
You're-
So like for April 27th, we should make a flyer of our list of events, just like we did last year. And then we can have it in Facebook where if people wanted to or know to, go to the file and, name it 2024 events though, or something so that it's obvious.
Dave is glitching.
No, I wasn't glitching, sorry. I'm just wondering like how, the likelihood that someone would actually go to files on our page. Like, that would be my only question.
Well, when you,
I don't think
can
I've
you
ever done.
post it?
So there's a
You
couple
could
things we
post
could do.
it as
You
a
could
picture.
you could pin a post so that it's one of the top ones. That that's helpful. The other thing is too, depending on how you want a QR code, I think, Eliza, to your point, I think having a consistent QR code that always takes you to the front of the Facebook page is great. But if you did want to switch it up and use a QR code, you could actually still have it go to Facebook, but you could have it go to like the specific event page if you wanted to as well. But that requires you to print more codes.
Because I think the one suggestion for Lucky last year was that people were there wasn't enough information. So I was gonna put the QR code on the front of the box to send them to Facebook so they know if they won and more information about Lucky. And I think the whole point of having the QR code is to get more people on our Facebook page so then more people know about our events, all of them.
Right.
Not just so they're updated with everything.
So how would
We want them to
you,
like it.
how would you use that QR code then on Facebook to let them know about, to look forward to the fall event and
Well, we just keep posting. We gotta keep
so
posting.
they'd have to just keep going to it?
Scrolling.
Now, I remember, we had this last year. Can we do something, that does have a QR code, I was looking for a QR code. That was the
Maybe that
list
goes
with
on, maybe that goes on the back of your little story, your pamphlet.
something like that
Got
with
the dates.
the dates of our,
And
we
then
have the whole page,
Right.
the whole back,
But
if we want.
I'm thinking if we got, 250 of her story printed up, and we gave a stack of the little brochures to each of these businesses to have on a counter, the ones that are going to be showcasing the pictures.
This
So-
one goes to our Facebook. So we need to make copies of those too.
That's, okay,
Yeah, those and the
Right.
flyer, right?
yeah, right,
So that's gotta be in a budget.
yep.
Well, we have money in the, I was looking over the budget, there's a chalk event is separate as a budget line item, which, isn't it like $500?
Yes,
So since we moved that into with kites and kicks,
Those budgets combine.
those budgets combined, I mean, that's some money. I don't know how much it costs to do that printing. That will have to
It will,
be
right.
investigated, but I think that money should be enough.
These are just, that's just for like a normal paper, right, so that it can be colored, right?
Well,
The-
if they
the
can
drawing.
color it, yeah, this is just regular.
I think a nice glossy for the story.
And then regular paper.
Right.
Yeah.
And we can fold those ourselves.
This sends us to both our page on In Villa Park and the Facebook page.
There you go.
Sends us to
Yeah.
both.
Nice.
And
So,
the
yeah,
park would-
you
How does it
can,
do both?
you could choose, connect with us on all social media.
Whoa, so what's that landing page? Oh, that's the QR code company.
Mhm.
Okay, I get you.
Mhm.
So it's not, okay, that makes sense.
So can we update? Can we update or do we need to have,
It looks like it still works fine.
okay.
I don't think I need a paper, I just have to make sure I have this file.
We have to, yeah, we just have to update the information, the dates for our events, right?
Yeah, we just have to post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
It should be updated on our, well, our In Villa Park is just meeting dates. Agenda and minutes, meeting dates, meetings, duties,
So
there's
that's not
no,
events, that's just
there's no
our
events.
commission. That's
Mhm,
to
just our commission page.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, maybe we need to talk to staff about having our events listed on the village website as well.
So I don't remember what
We do that?
direct or board meeting it was at, but I was chatting with Susan McVeigh about that. And at that time, she had said anything we wanted on there, we can give for Donnie to do, so now I don't know what that process
Okay.
is, but I'm sure there will be a process. I
I
just
think
don't
that
know
was
who
the
it is.
commission meeting that we went to.
Is that what that
I
was?
think so.
Cause we were supposed to give the dates, we gave the calendar dates to Cheryl, right?
Correct.
So she has all the,
Yes, but we may want to
add them to our.
just
Double check.
double check on that as well.
So do we, so at our next March meeting, then will there be pricing for us to be able to vote on what's spent for the copies?
You'll get that, Mary, or you?
Leslie and I will.
Yeah.
I'll do
The
that.
combo.
I'll do that. We'll do it together.
The combo, okay, cool.
How many copies are you gonna make? The glossy.
I'm thinking like 250 for the 4 different locations, Focus Nutrition,
And that's,
Dovettes, is that what you
Ebats.
Wait for the,
Ebats.
this is for,
that's for
Yeah.
Lucky.
those are for, like,
Oh, yes, right,
So-
okay, so, Mike's Meat Market,
and the
Insurance
Library,
villa here,
The insurance company, right, or the,
yeah, the money management, Edward Jones. I don't know how many don't need, because I'll go through too many, but, because we'll have to figure out where they're gonna turn these pictures in to, and then we will go and tape them up. But should we have them, see if we can have them delivered here? Drop it here? I
Is
don't
there, would we want to allow electronic submissions? So someone takes it home and they want to color it?
know. I don't want to.
Okay.
sure, why not?
I would-
It goes to
I was just wondering, would that add more?
Well, you'd have to print them up, I suppose, and that would be a cost, but I don't know who would do that.
well, they could pick them up and scan them.
And how
Well,
would
we could
it
also
go?
offer the blank picture to print too.
Yeah, the file.
Not trying to complicate it, but I just thought it might open it up
And how do
more.
they get their number then, once they, do we just, we apply that number after we collect it, maybe? Yes, that's all right?
Aren't they like sending a photo to you? So if they're sending a photo to you with their information, right?
No, I'm picturing them taking this home and coloring it.
So they color it and they
Yeah,
bring
Put
it
in
where?
some
I think they would
place.
take
That's
it
what we're
home.
trying to
When
find
they drop
out.
it off somewhere, how do you know which one it is? How are you identifying them?
Well, we'll have to collect them all and then we'll have to put a number on them, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so we have to find, I
But
say
then how do
you
they know
find,
what number they are if they're putting them in a box?
I say you find 3 places that will take them, that will have the color sheets, and then take the colored ones, the ones that were colored in, and then post them in their windows. Have the 3 places, or however many places, do all of it. And then they can have the raffle box with and they put their number and their information in that
So
raffle
everyone
box.
will have a one, and
Uh-huh.
they'll have to write down where they dropped it off.
No, you just number all the pages we print 1 to 200.
So we're numbering them.
Mhm. That's easy.
So they're gonna put them in the window.
Unless you
It'll just have a number and maybe their name.
it's easy until you have to number all of them to 200.
You know how like
Right,
you,
you can do that.
you know, raffle tickets, what if you just had them give a raffle ticket, fill out the back, and then put the raffle ticket on that? Because then the raffle tickets have a number.
That is one more thing for them to have, the
Yeah,
employee to
sure.
have to do. If you just have a little stack of papers by your raffle box, write your number, write your name,
Yep.
put it in the raffle, the employee doesn't have to do anything.
That's true.
You don't wanna have them to have to do extra work.
Yeah.
Taping it up in the windows.
So each blank drawing is gonna be consecutively numbered?
No, they can write the number, the kid can write the number, their page is gonna have a number. I have number 26.
Where do you get that number?
We'll, before we hand them out, we'll write it down.
Oh, well, handwrite.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
You could have it printed on there when you print them. You have to print all those?
Well, no, cause it's way easier and cheaper to make a photocopy
Oh,
and handwrite it, it'd be cheaper.
We could get stickers, are they numbered stickers? 1, 2,
You
3,
can
4,
peel those
5.
off.
But again, I'm thinking if you have 3 different places, well, so somebody would have 1, 2, 25.
Yeah, and then
somebody would have
26 through,
35
yeah.
through, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I say don't do it digitally,
okay, I'm,
just to simplify it.
no, that's good.
Terrible idea.
I know, I agree with it. I'm used to it.
It would look nice
I'm
though.
just
It would really look nice.
Okay.
So then how many of the pamphlets that?
200,
I'm thinking 250.
250 pamphlets,
That many?
200.
How about just 200?
It's a really cute story.
We want
It really
evidence
is
of all the
Amazon
They're also
printing here.
cicadas.
It really,
It's a, I love it.
yeah,
Well, whatever.
I think people are gonna want it, and there should be a stack here at the village hall.
Well, it's a once in a lifetime for everyone here, everyone living, everyone in this village, everyone in the world. It's once in a lifetime. Even if you're born on the day they come out, you're not gonna live 221 years.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you might.
Maybe,
because
maybe
you'll be
someone will
living
put
on-
their baby picture next to the cicada.
I should say
Cicada baby picture, my baby.
I have copyrighted.
I know, I
So
saw
you
that.
know.
She did.
It has been copywritten. Well,
That
okay,
was
so there's
smart.
still a few things to work on, but that's why I'm glad we started it, because we got 2 months to go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As you're talking through this all, I don't know where you were saying that you were gonna put these, but if you're thinking, I heard the library, if you put them at the library, every kid that walks in there is gonna color these, these aren't just gonna be adults.
Oh, no, I'm one kid.
Oh, I know, I'm
was
just saying, like, if you're putting them at the library, or you're putting in a D-batch, like this, or, you know, if you're talking about some of these other places that we're doing sponsorships like that, kids go in there, you know, you're talking like kids from the age of 1, they get crayons, or 2, all the way to possibly like adults that might decide to color. So I'm just wondering if 200, if you put them at the library, you gotta think how many kids go in there in a day.
Everyone's more and more.
And it's gonna be going for a month, right?
Well, when
A
they're
little
gone,
over a
they're
month?
gone, I guess.
It depends how
No,
cheap.
we
you-
do, right, once you pick your places, maybe that will
Yeah.
change your mind.
I mean, you could always add more whenever. Like if you go to 250, if like you find out that if you check the places and then find out they're running low, you can just
I mean,
number
you can
more.
adjust them, oh, this place has a stack, let's move some over there.
Yeah, especially if that's a photocopy.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was a question, no, did we wanna, when we give these out, do we wanna know their age? Do we wanna like have like 3 age groups to work together as we vote for who wins?
I think there should be an age
Because you're gonna have a teenager maybe filling it out to,
Yeah.
to
Like
you.
age group.
But
Do
we'll
we
have to have,
3
we'll have to
cicadas?
figure out something else, we got 2 months. Maybe we'll see if, we can order 2 more pillows, I don't know.
I bet you can.
You think so? They said there were only 6 left, so I don't know.
Well,
But,
do you want me
maybe
to?
there's some-
Do you want me to order 2 more?
Where did the come from?
We haven't paid for
Where
it
did the
yet.
budget did that come out of?
We haven't paid for it yet, but I was, in my head, I was thinking the
Yeah,
chalk
get
budget.
2 more pillows.
is what I was thinking.
Let me
It
see.
could also be different cicada pillows, like one different one for each age group. Like
Well, the point why I liked this and enjoyed, they had the coolest thing available, only I thought it was cool. It was a stuffed cicada and a zippered cicada
Cocoon?
exoskeleton.
Oh, wow.
Could take the cicada out of the
Fabulous.
exoskeleton.
Oh.
But that was $30, so I didn't want to go. I was-
So there's black and brown.
Oh, okay.
I think the one we ordered originally was black.
Okay.
Do you want me to get
two different
two
colors.
brown ones or all black? Because oddly enough, if I order it now, I can get it sooner than the one I ordered before.
Well, let's,
all
I
black.
don't know. I say, yeah.
We're gonna
it
say
doesn't-
it's
yeah,
still
it doesn't
available,
matter.
oddly enough.
Yeah, oddly enough.
cicadas are green though.
There's
I-
still 6?
I'm just saying.
I like the black one. It's cuter.
I did
It's
order
classy.
a cicada,
It
beanie
matches with
baby
the wings
cicada
better.
There's only been
It's our little
two.
tuxedo.
for $10, but the
Reviews
cicada
so far.
tongues,
But they were good.
The cheap ones
4
are
out of
getting,
5.
are going.
Getting ready to go.
Wait, it's 4, right? It has to be. It's either
Come on
3
out
or
and
5.
press
So
the
maybe
ladies.
rather than how.
You're right.
Like
we
the
ordered
debutante
cicada
ball.
tongues.
Collectively, it's 4
Well,
5
I'm ignorant,
stars.
but Mary,
So
when
that's
are they
good.
supposed to come
The two
out?
people that
They're
reviewed
supposed
it
to come
really
out
liked
in
it.
late,
That's good.
May.
February, March, April. It's Mother Nature, so you get 20
And my
different
tulips are
things.
coming
Right,
out.
I mean,
I was
today
gonna say,
was
it's probably
73
tomorrow.
degrees.
Yeah, so until, and
We'll all
some,
freeze to
I
death.
heard some people say, June, but
Okay.
I'm feeling in my bones,
In my
late
bones.
April till,
You tapped
May.
into the
Okay.
psyche.
So we're really,
I
we're really
read-
right
I
in
read
the
about
thick of
it.
it.
They're speaking to her.
I did cross stitch
I know.
a cicada, I found a really
She,
cool thing.
Mary
Walk
comes
down
in
the
wearing like
sidewalk now
arms or something.
without
I'm
stopping
out.
at every tree to
Talk-
look for
talk-
holes. And
I have in my car, I have about 6 carcasses for,
I'm on vacation sooner than we, so wait till
No.
June. Come on out now, freeze your butt off and.
So you can't really tell when they're gonna come out, but boy, you'll know when they are
Yep.
coming out.
Yeah. The first one I ordered is still arriving between April 3rd and April 17th.
Wow.
The two I just ordered now
Wow.
are supposed to come between March 11th and March 21st, so
Cool, and they're what, $20 a piece, what, how much?
$19.99.
This is
$19.99.
Amazon,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Yeah.
steal.
Wow.
It's a
Amazon
good
got
price.
it
That's the same
for
time.
this, you know?
No.
And I have,
Might not,
I
it's
don't
probably,
know.
I don't know.
Cross stitch something.
Let's ask.
Yeah.
So that-
Okay.
so
Coming
that-
from Timbuktu.
Yes.
And
Okay.
we've got some bad storms coming, just FYI.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
so
people
we
closed
will.
early.
So what
Not-
date, what age
Kids
group do we
doing-
wanna do?
You went straight to what I did.
Like 1 to
Well,
5,
A beginner.
Yeah.
6
I take
to,
6.
Okay.
1 to 6, 7 to 12, and 12 to 80.
Yeah.
Is that good?
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Tornado watch.
That eliminates the 81-year-olds.
So you gotta put 100.
That eliminates
1
the
to 100.
81-year-olds.
1 to 100.
1 to 100.
Don't offend the
1
90s.
to 221.
221, oh, I like
Oh,
that.
that's cute. That's cute.
12 to 221. I
That's
love
cute.
it. Okay. We are, we're so cool.
Love it.
Okay, so we'll go with 250 pages, right? Is that the number?
Yeah. This is
Okay, well, let's
residential.
keep moving because the
Yeah,
storms are
storms are
coming.
Okay.
Okay, kicks and kicks.
I have nothing. I'm working on Lucky.
Okay.
Once Lucky gets over,
Yep.
then I'll move on to the next.
Then we got a June,
Do you
June 9th.
have,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that ice cream, ice stuff. Did you give that information to her?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Autumn Jubilee.
Should we start with
Yeah,
Sarah?
I think so.
Alright. So, I reached out to Sarah because she runs a theatrical group. Did you want to talk a little bit about the group or introduce it?
I mean, it's called St. Genesius Productions, and we work with a variety of age groups depending on the season and time of year. We've lately been doing 3 productions a year, but things are in flux. We've been having some trouble building back after the pandemic. And the participation has shrunk somewhat, and I think there's competing groups, like in Lombard now has a theatrical group, so I'm not sure, we're sort of changing up what we're doing. We've been doing a summer production in Villa Park, and that involves people as old as post-college, so that's older kids. The two shows we do in rehearse at the art district and perform at Montini Catholic High School generally involve middle schoolers and grade schoolers, so from the age of 8 to about 14, so.
Okay.
So that's the population I draw from. There's a wide range, so it could be, I would think it'd be difficult with the younger kids, but it could be high school age kids, because I also direct the winter play at Willowbrook, so I'm tapped into a lot of the kids there.
Okay.
And plus the kids that have graduated through our program. We've been around since 2011, so some of them are in college now, so there's a lot of kids I
And
know
I've
in the
seen
area.
several of the productions and
Yeah,
they're
so
fantastic.
yeah, the kids there's quite a few talented kids involved. So I really don't have much to say until I know more about, like, I gather that there's a hayride and it stops and there could be 2 or 3 or 4 performance spots. I don't know how much time you have. I don't know if you're gonna be able to illuminate the groups. Is it all at night? Is it for little kids? So I have a lot of questions before I could possibly say what part of my group I might tap into or what kind of things they might perform, so. But
So I think too, we should fill in everybody why we invited Sarah. So this was to talk to her group about having them in character for our haunted trail that Kevin Patrick had asked us to do. So with talking to the Prairie Path people who actually are also going to be at the Autumn Jubilee, they're going to have a tent there. We can incorporate the Great Western Trail portion with the permit for the Prairie Path. So it's all in one. The idea is to have Sarah's group in character, since we're in October, for it to be Halloween type stuff, on the Great Western Trail, as doing kind of a haunted trail. And then kind of as Sarah had said, so I found a company that has actually a horse-pulled hayride, and people can load up by the museum and be dropped off right near the Great Western Trail by the police station, and then walk back east towards the historical museum. They don't have to get off if people feel their kids are too young for the trail experience. They can just stay on the hayride and it circles back. So I only have one copy, sorry, because I was running out of paper. But it has some pictures of the horses and the trailer. I made a map of the route so that you guys could see what was in my head.
Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to picture it. Is this to be a Halloween thing, or is this to be on your with?
How did they get from the
With
Prairie
the
Path to the
Jubilee.
Great Western?
Okay.
On the trail, the horse.
The horse like going down what road?
That would be Park. It would be Park Avenue. So it would go to Ardmore, stop at the southeast corner of Kenilworth, and it would come back up Kenilworth to Villa, and then on the south side of the museum.
That way you don't stop traffic on Villa or Ardmore.
No, you're not on any busy
You're not
streets. It's a decent ride for people, whether they get off for the trail or not, even if someone wants to go with their 2-year-old but doesn't want to do, the haunted trail.
So they're not on the, I mean, I need to see route too, they're not
Yes, of course.
on the Western Trail?
They are.
The horses will not be, but
Okay, so the haunted trail part would be on the Great Western Trail. Okay.
Yes.
So it doesn't involve
But
a
it's-
hayride at all?
Daytime hours, it is
Oh.
not after dark.
3 to 6.
And what's the date? I'm sorry.
October 12th.
Okay, thanks.
And we were thinking about
The autumn we need.
Oh, I'll just take a
Sharing
picture.
spooky stories at Villa Park,
I gotta study this.
maybe having
Edgar
That's
Allan
wise.
Poe reading. And leaving that kind of up to
Yeah.
you guys.
So, okay, so people would walk on the trail and they could stop and listen to the stories or not. And it's daytime, so there's no illumination, no electronics involved. Okay. Yeah,
If you needed some electronics, I guess, you know, we could potentially, like, what are you talking in terms of electronics?
Oh, just like if we needed microphones or speakers.
We could figure out a way to make some of that happen.
But they should be able to, it sounds like it's intimate enough that
Okay.
That's pretty
that stuff doesn't matter.
narrow.
And because it's
space.
daytime, it's a whole different thing than if it's at night and it's spoken, so. Yeah, so this is just fresh to me, so I have no answer.
Those are more family friendly, I'm assuming, than.
And that's a
scary.
Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. That would help me determine what age group. I have a lot of time to ask people and to perhaps ask older people to reserve it. How many, you haven't really done this event before?
This event, yes. This piece to it, no.
Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, we were
what's your
kind of
general
take a picture of
turnout
that,
in
too.
previous years?
So this will be our second year doing it, and we estimated that there was about 500 last year
Okay.
in attendance.
But we were all in that parking lot, we just were kind of crushed.
Right, what was available there?
Back decorating was very popular.
What was it?
Food trucks, vendors, various vendors.
Yeah.
This is an extra.
Pumpkin.
That was by the museum?
Yeah.
This is the.
I think the bag thing was very popular. Decorating the bags was very
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
popular.
So and
Face
is this a
painting.
fundraiser? Is that the hayride fee is get for free?
Oh,
sorry.
The hayrides will just be for free, it's not a fundraiser for you guys?
We don't think we're gonna charge.
Okay.
How much does this company cost?
So, looking at with what was budgeted for, Autumn Jubilee minus what we spent last year, we have around 2,000, maybe 2,200, because it'll depend on what this year's prices of everything are, because they may have gone up. So we have about 2,000 to 2,200 to play with. This for 3 hours is 1,146. So, I called a tractor, it was almost $7,000 for 3 hours.
That's cheap.
I almost
Wrong
wanted
line
to
of
tell them, the horses are
Well, next year.
cheaper. I was shocked when she told me that. Yeah, no, that she was like taking me for a ride, but, so it's also I also wanted to bring this up tonight to vote on, they do have it available, we can decorate the wagon. As far as, would be an additional insured on their insurance, the horses wear diaper bags. If there is any kind of mess, their people would clean it up. It would be 2 to 3 workers, that they'd send for this time. They do have that date available and this particular wagon available. It holds 20 to 25 people, includes the hay.
How many trips do they think, do they know how?
I don't know, they didn't see the map yet.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of roughly told them about it.
Just wanted to know if it was doable, it seems like it.
I think so, for 3 hours, like, I think it would be a good, and that many people, and like I said, not everybody has to get off, maybe they just wanna do hayride, you know, if they're really
Yeah.
like toddlers or, you know.
I didn't understand the getting off part. Is that for the haunted trail then?
Yeah, for the haunted trail.
Yes.
Right. So
Right.
it takes them from the museum to
Did Sarah
the-
see that picture?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I just, yes.
So that's where it
I
starts
interrupted him,
for the
so-
horses.
I just wanted to
That's
know if
where
it was
they
doable
walk,
first
and then
before
they
we walk.
Okay.
To kind of come back to our headquarters. Yes.
So they would go on the sidewalk on Ardmore to get to the haunted by Jewel?
Right, so
Okay,
it's like
okay.
Kenilworth and Ardmore, right?
And
Because
do
it
you
just
know
made it
approximately
easier.
how long that walk is? Is it like a mile or is it 3/4?
No, it's
mile?
less than that.
Half a mile?
From Ardmore
From Ardmore to Villa?
Myrtle.
I'm terrible with,
Ardmore to
that distance.
Ardmore to Villa, I'm sorry,
Myrtle?
yeah.
Yeah, it goes to just before Villa if you're going back to the.
Villa is about a half a mile.
Yeah,
A mile.
Are there
I walk it almost every day. I was trying to
Yes,
like,
right,
I was
right.
trying to, I had to pick what road
I
we were
just,
talking about.
I couldn't tell you.
Actually, because from, what I can tell you right now is from Harvard all the way to past the apartment complex Ovaltine, that is 1 mile. So if you
Okay,
shift it a little
yeah,
bit, it's probably about
yeah.
half a mile.
Are there gonna be signs directing people to the Great Western Trail, or are they just gonna have to figure it out themselves?
So we were thinking to have volunteers where the loading area would be, which I'm thinking to be on this side of the museum. And then have volunteers at the drop off, directing them where to go and so that everybody understands. So they're not having to be told, okay, go over there when you get there, you know,
Can
kind
they
of
be
thing.
picked back up by the cart, or do they have to walk?
Well, they're gonna come out
Down
onto
and then
Myrtle.
Come back, okay.
So the people would come out of the trail at Myrtle, that's
And then
where it would
walk.
end, and then walk
Yeah.
back down Myrtle to the, museum.
Block.
Right, it's about a block.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that works that way.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
So I did not see any permitting needed for something like this. I know people get married and have horse carriage rides. I know Joyful Tradition had horse sleigh rides. Let's see, the only thing that they asked was no balloons, so we probably won't.
So, right, so that we'll take those funds for the balloon guy and throw it towards this.
And this way too, because I don't want it to be like, oh, they brought their little balloon guy on there and then they go and get on nice tough hay and their balloon
Yeah,
pops
pop,
and
pop, and
startles.
then the horse is gonna make this.
Yes,
Right.
And the
start
horses
with
run,
horses,
yeah,
so,
sure.
so there was no
Balloons.
balloons and then no characters jumping out at them, which you won't be there anyway, but obviously I'm sure everybody would know, don't jump out at a horse. I'm just sharing everything that they told me. So to start the contract, I told her I needed to vote on us spending the money. Deposit is 1/3 down. That matters, just wanted to put that out there. And then they did say if it's a credit card, there's a 3 to 4% extra charge, but that they do take check. And then there's not that 3 to 4% extra charge. So I want to talk about that.
So when if the commission votes to do this, they'll execute a contract, right?
Yes.
The farm. So once you get that, if everything on there makes sense to you, then make sure you get that to me so I can take care of having the proper people sign it. And it would be great if the certificate of insurance was with the contract.
Yeah.
Okay. I did tell her that, and she said, I asked her, can you add us as an additional insured? She said, of course, when the insurance company gives it back to me, I can forward it to you. She said, but I want you to know that their term expires October 7th. She said, so we will
You have to do another one.
do another one.
And they should name the Village of Villa Park as additional insurance.
Correct.
Not the fund commission.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. So then I need a motion to
Approve?
pay
The deposit.
the deposit. Well, and then eventually the entire thing.
I think it sounds like a great
Yep.
idea. I motion to pay that money for the horses.
As long as the horses can be on the street and in the path and
Yeah.
there's not a
Yes.
problem.
And I love
then
I
What
love
we're
the actors can
thinking
do it.
is, since we know
Yeah,
what
if I
this
have this
route
much
is,
notice, I mean, I'm thinking there'll probably be 3 different stations.
have your
I know
school
nothing about
closed.
Scaryville Park, so.
Try
Somebody
to do
has to
something
tell me, I
with
didn't know there was such a
having the
thing.
scarecrow
Maybe we
set
can
up
get
on
I
your
mean, I know
Ari's
someone was murdered
or
near
Ardmore?
Rabbit Motel. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I'll talk with the,
That's
Let's focus on that.
Villa Park.
With
No,
the
I don't
staff.
think, I think it's kind of a seedy story.
I agree with you. I read that too.
Not family
So
friendly.
I don't know if Scaryville Park
Yeah.
stories, probably we can do, we
It wasn't
probably could do
specifically
some
about
other
Bill
thing.
Beckett tobacco.
Music would be nice if the village has like 3 tents, 3, of those pop-up tents.
Oh,
It would be nice to have them at each station so we can have stuff stored there. And yeah, we might want music, so, but I have speakers and stuff, we probably can make it.
Dave
I
can
can,
get
I
you
can
set
get some
up.
stuff set up too.
Okay.
Do
We
the
have a
lights,
bunch
have
of
light
those
plugs.
block rocker
Do the lights
speakers
have
that use it
plugs?
for.
I don't have lights. Just
And
speakers.
then,
No, the lights in the
as soon as you know if
Lights
you
where?
want to
Oh.
participate or not,
Yeah, but
we
the city's gotta
will
open them up. first.
promote
Like,
the heck out of
big
you
deal.
guys. We
Yeah, I
will
mean,
make
it's just,
sure
I just have
that,
to talk to some people and see, because I prefer to work with probably the older end
yeah,
of it,
And
and
I
I don't know what their
I'm
feelings
thinking-
are, so I just have to ask them.
just like with the Renaissance Fair, you know, that's during daytime hours, but there are some interesting characters.
Interesting.
at the Renaissance Fair that you're kind of like, right? So-
Okay,
I
wait,
just have to gauge whether they're interested. There's a whole crew of them from college that we started a sort of a Chicago branch, and we just did their first production. So there's a bunch of kids involved, you know, in their 20s, late 20s. And possibly they would be willing to give up some rehearsal time in a day to do that. I just have to ask them. So-
Okay, cool. When do you think you would have an answer?
I probably can find out in the next couple weeks, if they'd be willing.
Cause I mean,
Thank you. So
the
then we can
chance if
think.
we can't, we can still do hay rides around the block.
Well, yeah, either way, I think it'd be a great addition. I'm hoping they can do it because I think it's awesome,
So
but I
we're
think either way, it's a great.
kind of
addition.
bumping the bike ride then, decorating the bikes.
No,
No,
that's.
We're bumping the
over on
balloon.
The
dude.
balloon guy. Right.
I don't
we're
even
bumping
remember the
balloon
balloons.
guy.
Okay. It was a hot commodity.
Yeah,
Was it?
People were into it.
face
Okay.
painter.
But I
So
think
we have
already
a
have-
motion
Yeah.
to approve,
Yeah,
Motion to approve the money to
and
spend it on
who's
horses.
second?
I second.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, it's a great idea, thank you.
I
You
did
need
really
to do
like
it all in
aerial
favor.
Yoga.
Yeah, you need
I
to
thought
vote.
it was really
all in
cool.
favor?
People
Just
seemed to like it.
Oh, we need to vote, okay.
You can't just have a
This is
motion.
not-
This is a new technique. How do we do
Okay,
this?
we need to vote.
You need to
on
vote, you
this.
can't just have a motion.
You don't, you can,
You can do consensus.
you can do a, I thought it was called a
Consensus.
consensus, but
Yeah.
I was corrected. They
Yeah.
told me it's called a voice
A
vote,
voice vote.
where
yeah.
you say all in favor and then everybody says
Is it
aye.
really not?
That's all, yes, that's what I was informed today. It's something new.
And then when does the motion come in?
Well, the motion was already made and it was
Okay,
seconded.
so now
So now
I do.
you, all in favor.
All in favor for voice
Say
vote,
aye.
You have
say
to,
aye.
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 All opposed, say nay.
All opposed, say nay.
so then,
It's being recorded.
It was a joke.
write a count of how many A's you had and.
I know you should vote.
And then you would say like motion carried.
Motion passed, good.
Motion carried.
Terrific.
Did you include this in your event packet?
I don't think I did, but it doesn't ask me for that.
I just didn't know, I just,
No, that's
because I
okay.
have the map now, so I'll, when I talk with Cheryl tomorrow, I'll.
It asks for carnival rides. But this isn't a carnival ride, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm thinking something that needs electricity when it asks for carnival rides.
Or even,
You know what I mean?
like, the pony ride is kind of a, you know, when they
The
have.
carousel thing.
Carousel, right.
We can label it under transportation. We can label it under transportation.
I don't think there's a transportation category on that thing.
And as far as the bike parade, again, or the non-motorized people mover parade, that will be taking place again this year. And the Illinois Prairie Path will be participating and will help us with that. Will absolutely, they've already started promoting us and this event. So we'll probably get a better turnout for the decorations and we'll just do that earlier in the day. So then we have a couple of different.
That will be advertised, there will be a parade
Yes,
at 1
yes,
o'clock.
exactly,
So
and
it's
right.
ambiguous, yeah. Okay, cool. You guys have.
Okay, and then.
For now.
What's the name of that company?
Forest View Farms. Their website is fvfarms.com.
You want?
All
I'll
right,
send you my phone number in Messenger. if you want.
perfect, yeah, and then we can go back and forth.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sarah.
everyone.
Thank you, that's all
Thank
good
you.
luck, Sarah.
Be safe.
So our last item B is the Village Spring 2024 newsletter submission.
What is that?
So, the village has a quarterly newsletter that comes out, and that submission date is
March 6th.
March 6th. So, next week. So any events that we wanna put in going through June, I would say you wanna get kites and kicks in there, you wanna get the cicadas in there.
Who's gonna
you
submit
wanna
that?
get-
Who's submitting that?
Well, that's what we need to discuss.
Do we want to put Lucky Leprechaun in there even though it started already?
already started.
And to remember.
Does it have to, is it more just like, this is what's going on, or does it have to be some like fancy, jazzy? Is it like a,
Some people make it jazzier than others, so, you know,
Is this that thing we used to get in the mail?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
now it's electronic?
It's both, I believe.
I haven't got one in the mail for years.
do we get like a quarter page, half page?
We have an example to go off of?
At home. I
Yeah,
never-
I don't know,
But
it's newsletter,
I
because-
haven't gotten a copy
I don't understand what's
for
happening.
years, like I said. I have the library one. I forgot to mention that library.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then
Definitely one.
It's a big
Where
block
did,
of
where
red.
did that come? See, it's like, I don't even know if it's gonna hit us.
This is WGN Tom Skinner.
So you guys are all looking at?
Okay.
Oh.
This is the one that's.
I don't even know
I
that
got, you got
matters.
the email, okay.
Yeah, they used to come.
So it's not really graphically intensive, I mean, we can
Well-
have one little picture, but it looks like it's mostly text.
Well, this is the when it's printed, it's all these pictures are there and it's like.
But it's just one picture per event, really, it looks like.
Let's see, where'd you see it on?
I got it on my email.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't have to start getting like crazy,
No, not at all.
Oh, it's just like a
shout
photo and a,
a blurb.
Yeah, blurb.
okay, so we could do just like, we love
We can do
BP
blurbs.
and then a little blurb. Okay,
Are
I
you,
can
who's
make
gonna
it.
do this, right?
If
You guys
have-
send it
if
to
you
Cheryl,
can Make
and you-
it, then it go ahead, send it to me,
Yeah.
and I'll get that
And you'll get
over
it to where it needs to go?
Suzanne.
Okay.
Do you have a copy of, you kept a copy of these? This,
Yeah, I have
this
a
picture
file.
be good for that?
Yeah, I,
Photo
well,
contest?
it looks like it's just like a little thing about, like a
So you
logo.
have
It's
to
in
put
Vegas, I
pictures?
saw it.
No, it's just
No.
one picture and then the information.
A tiny
Well,
flyer.
no, it's
Yeah.
literally a
Almost
So
whole-
just like be
Almost
we
like
love
a
BP
flyer
and then,
yeah, right. Right.
just like
Yep.
that.
So do you have these
What was
addresses,
over
all
there?
these dates?
Yeah, it was insane. It was
I think they're in my calendar.
Uh,
I thought I must have ever go to the space station.
Yeah, pretty basic.
Like, as far as.
So it'll
So
be
it's,
maybe Lucky, parade path cleanup, kites and kicks, parade path cleanup and cicada,
What do we got?
Jubilee.
24-hour
cicada meetup, cicada pop-up,
Pop-up project.
cicada pop-up.
Cicada pop-up.
The world
project.
of cicadas.
And I'm gonna say cicada pop-up on April 27th along with the prairie path cleanup.
Perfect.
Okay, I will, get that over to you.
Well, what I want, I forgot. Can I say
Little
something about kites and kicks? Can I go back to kites and kicks?
148. No, actually, 100.
Yeah, before the
Can I go
tornado.
back to kites and kicks?
Yes.
$7 I got an email from Kevin Mantle, where's my phone? And it was on the Gmail account, which I don't know how it got there. But basically what he said was that, the Prairie Path connector, depends upon weather, and they were going to try and, depending upon weather, try to get, the people, contractors working on, let me read it. Okay, here it is. It's, can you tell me here, tri-trail, where'd it go? Okay, apologies for the delayed response. Timeline for completion of the construction of the Tri-Tail Connector project will largely depend on the weather. If weather allows, we hope to push the contractor to resume work in March, which could allow the project to be complete sometime in May or even April. If weather does not cooperate, then we would look for a completion date somewhere in June. For purposes of planning events, I would suggest July 1st as a reasonable, safe date for work on, in front of Rotary Park to be substantially completed. Just to let you know.
Kites and kicks.
That that's out there. And I don't know if we want to take a chance on doing Rotary Park. We were thinking of maybe checking out the Iowa Center. Gina, is that something?
For kites and
For
kicks?
kites and kicks? We haven't been there yet to really look at it.
I don't see,
Where would you do it at?
I'm thinking like, so you'd probably want to do the kites on the open field area near the skate park?
That's what.
If that's
and
that
my
enough space?
question, I think so. People will adapt, you know.
I mean, there's good parking there, so.
Yeah, and my only question was restrooms. On a Sunday.
Yeah, so the building's not open on a Sunday. So if you needed restrooms, how long is the event? Refresh my memory.
11 to 4 it was, but I think shorten it, 11 to 3.
I
Yeah, I
would
think
probably
we
do
should.
I would probably get a couple porta potties.
I'd rather go somewhere where we don't have to pay for porta potties. Our budget's not very
Yeah,
big for kites and kicks, to be honest.
So we still have the Twin Lakes.
Or we
if
just
we
roll
want
the dice
to-
and hope they finish.
Yeah.
Because he's saying July.
I haven't even been over.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
It's really out
this
of
is
the way.
exciting that we did talk to the library about their outreach van. So that, it's like, if I understood them right, it's gonna be like the first time they're really going to an event. They went to some, the Muslim something or other, but they weren't really, it wasn't, it's like a tryout or something. So they're gonna have crafts there, they're gonna bring crafts and stuff also.
It's gonna be cool. I'm
So-
really excited about it.
I think it's gonna be fun. Yes,
I just
ma'am.
thought of something. June 9th, Jefferson Pool will be open. So we have 2 bathrooms on the outside of the bathhouse that are available during pool season. Now, so that is not like, it's
a
not
huge
super
place, is it?
close, it's not like what the Iowa Community Center is, it's across that field that has the baseball fields by Jefferson Middle, but there are bathrooms there.
But are you kind of competing with the pool parking then?
No.
No, speaking of, if you have the event at the Iowa Community Center, that area, you have bathrooms that are available at the pool if you need to use the bathrooms.
You wouldn't have to.
Probably baseball.
Yeah, but isn't the parking for the, is it all this?
No, the parking, the Iowa Community Center parking is,
Park in Iowa, fly your kites in Iowa, but if you have to pee,
You-
go to the pool.
and
Pool building.
And the youth baseball usually does put a couple of porta potties on, by those fields. So if you wanted to use a porta potty, you could.
And you may draw people from the pool.
Pictures of this.
Yeah, but there could be baseball going on.
Yeah.
On a Sunday?
Oh, I thought that was by the lake.
Yeah,
Also
well,
people
they,
skateboarding and.
yes, there will be
Fine, but-
teenagers
There's a bridge.
using the skate park because it is well utilized.
100%.
Yeah.
There's always people there.
Oh, I know what
How many people do you get for the kites and kicks? What is your,
I'd say leave it at Rotary and roll the dice.
I don't know.
oh, okay,
It's not
so,
a huge, we would
I'd
like
like
it
to get
to
more.
get
I'd
bigger,
like to work
but,
harder to make it better. I don't.
but I don't know if having it,
God, Lufkin, it would be a nice place for that when it's finished. But I don't think it'll be finished in June.
well, there's not a lot of parking.
What do you think?
either.
Nope.
There's parking.
There's a lot of, I mean,
I'd like
that's
to
the
go
whole
by
Lufkin
Twin
lot
Lakes and
is.
just see it, or maybe.
There's more
guys-
parking at Lufkin than there is at Twin Lakes.
Really?
Yeah, not that,
But
we can't
Lufkin-
use
Lufkin's not
Lufkin
gonna-
this June, but I'm saying in
Yeah.
the future.
Where the nature trails.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I think Twin Lakes is just.
Trees at Lufkin.
That's the one behind.
Are they what?
They cut
Aren't
down
there
the tree.
kite-eating trees at Lufkin?
Not anymore.
They cut them
Talked
down.
about that.
I can't talk about it in front of Mary though. She gets very upset. She does.
There's a lot of people.
Triggering
know about
about some more, or plant some more.
it. I just don't think a lot of people know about it.
We like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Should we move on to number 6?
Yes, I think we should.
Public comments on non-agenda items that we kind of already moved. Number 7, commissioner comments.
Mayor, I don't understand the outreach van. Can you?
It's a new van, it's a new thing that the library has bought.
Library.
It's at the library, if you drive by the library, it's in their parking lot, so you can't
Okay.
miss it. And it's not going to be for checking out books or anything, it's gonna be more of a community involvement type of thing. Or
From what I
meeting
got,
thing.
it was there might be books that they give out or
Right.
and little craft packages.
Little craft.
So do they go around to events?
Yes.
Yeah, they're good. This is our first event, the second event.
So instead of it going in like
do.
a car.
Okay, so where are they going?
Yes.
So instead of
Exactly.
going in cars, they go in the
Kites
van.
and kicks.
Yes.
Yeah, and instead of like, you know how like at the concerts they have like they have the table with all the crafts, it's kind of like they bring the van with all the crafts. It just looks
It's
cooler.
a
More.
neat storage thing, they have an awning that comes out, and
Okay.
so it's more imposing.
Okay.
I really do like the idea of Twin Lakes for, go take a look. I think you'll be impressed.
Yeah.
For which
Then there's
event?
bathrooms there.
Kites and kicks.
For kites and kicks.
The only thing I warn people, obviously you said it's already kind of out of the way, but the geese.
Yeah.
There can be a lot of geese.
The geese.
And the gifts they leave behind.
Yes. Okay. Commissioner comments? Or wait, did all of the
Poisonous feet.
commissioners go?
One for me.
Yeah, I got nothing. I really wanted to clear up that van thing.
Chairman comments?
Chairwoman.
Yeah, it's
Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And we will vote officially at the next meeting,
No problem.
okay?
And I don't have any more other comments. Board liaison comments?
No comments?
it is kind of.
That meeting is tomorrow.
Well, the meeting is tomorrow. I don't remember what time. 6 o'clock, 6:30?
Yeah,
Is that
I thought it
Allegra?
was
6:30 at Allegra.
Allegra.
Yep.
What?
And
I have meetings all week, so lots of meetings this past week. So
comprehensive
can't keep
plan.
the comprehensive plan. This for input from the community.
Is
And
it gonna be a
village
meeting?
staff
meeting?
comments.
Board.
It's not a board meeting.
I have nothing.
Okay, so
Otherwise you're
motion
gonna need
to
it to be
adjourn. We already have-
I'll make the motion.
Oh, second.
What time is it?
6:59.
Okay.
And 55 minutes.
Everyone be safe.
I have
Put
one.
in here.
All right.
Jess is like, what meeting are we going to tonight?
If you have,
Paint you pay?
if you have paint that you are.
You don't pay for other stuff.
No.
No.
Because I went to take batteries to Batteries Plus and it was like, so much money.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay. Are you okay?
She's lost any passing that Suzanne shared with me to share with you.
Okay.
This is the
Okay.
one she did.
All right.
for all
I miss
the
you.
commissioners.
No, I miss
So this
you
is
guys.
kind of like
Like
a
a
draft of that.
Can we see you more?
Yeah.
Good weather? Can you come over and hang out?
Parliamentary
Yeah.
procedures, but we're not, I mean, it's good to know it, but we don't have to do things.
Bye, Dave.
Happy birthday to
Good.
specific.
Did you walk?
This is, their, like, their guidebook to open meetings. She printed it out, and I don't know, if you want, I'll send it to you, you can use it as reference, if you don't want, you don't have to take it. Okay, all right.
I don't take points off. I'm missing only.
Thank you, Kimberly, for bringing Asana. Yes, she's unfortunate. She is. Has she figured out all